Marcus still has like 38 force limit, but they have 19,000 troops. I don't know what the fuck they've been doing.
Yeah, I have no idea how to like deal with that either. Because I mean, is it just their income is super shit and they're like funneling all their money into the New World as opposed to out of it? Let's see, because maybe their income is just really bad, and that'll explain it.
Well, 24 income, but they're a bit occupied, so it's like not exactly a hard science. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are they out of manpower then?
No, they have more manpower than me in France put together.
That's pretty crazy. Look at Aragon has claims in like effectively all of Spain.
Like dumbest deal, but pretty much they lost double. So
All right. Oh, Degenerate is a republic now. Just something. Yeah, you still own your cores on everything.
I don't know why they let me just do that, but whatever. Didn't have to lose anything else. I can always reconquer them, hopefully.
Yeah, unless they ally them. You know, that's like the main fear that they'll most likely do. But even then, you're never gonna lose the cores if you know what I mean. So.
I guess I'm losing Utrecht and Holland, but otherwise it would be like, lose all your cores in France, give
Yeah.
fucking Ostfriesland away and shit. I'm like, okay, well, let's see if there's anything else.
Galicia Volhynia is pretty beefy. This is a very interesting, like, the east of Europe is very interesting, shall we say? Bohemia is strong.
to trust fucking Portugal as a fucking ally. Like, what the fuck?
Just let me know when you unpause.
I did.
Okay.
Maybe I get the fucking like the Holland joins the
Yeah, he joins the Union or United Provinces.
joins the Republic. That would be fucking funny if that happened.
It might. I don't know what the maybe the I think the requirements are like a time period. So and Burgundy not existing.
Neither does.
So there is a legit chance. Maybe it also you need to not have a truce with them or something, but it would be really funny. Be like, ha, we've fucking divided Holland and their fucking war effort is completely ruined. And then it's like, oh, they just decided to reconfederate, sir.
Yeah.
Fuck.
3 conditions. Here's the It's not Netherlands. Oh, I cannot be Netherlands.
Oh, okay. But then, how does it work then?
It's only if the AI.
Oh, okay.
I'm AI, sorry.
Oh, right.
Which, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, why?
This would be too easy to exploit otherwise, I think. Like, every time there a war happens, it's like, between that time period, you can just be like, oop, well, I guess I'll just release those things. I'm sorry, guys. Whoopsie. And then just, after like a couple of months or a few years, they just all flip back to you.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it would be fucking stupid, but yeah.
Can you be part of the HRE at some point? Or is it not worth it at all? Because it's like, it's jumbo.
Like, you have to really small now, like, to prevent memes.
Alright.
Can I diplomatize them? That would be funny.
Unfortunate thing is, I don't know if Arabia has missions, if you know what I mean. So I have no idea, like, how to evaluate them, shall we say.
Well, there's a new expansion, so they might, but I would check first.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm checking whether it doesn't say anything about missions, because the wiki isn't updated.
I would just Google it, really.
Oh. It doesn't even fucking say. What is this crap? I tried to Google it, Blarn. No results. Just a Reddit thread that's mission ideas for Arabia.
Hmm.
The reason why is because I'm like, I'm thinking about
Oh, you want some light chips, by the way?
light chips. It's fine. I'm actually quite over my naval force limit at the moment. Where is my navy at? There they are. I mean, I guess I'll just like get rid of some of my galleys. Do you want to trade some light ships for some galleys, or do you just not want?
I'm over my limit, so.
Okay, well, sure, I'll take them. I've made some space. So. Because, you know, galleys can be easily built up again. Yeah, the reason why I'm like kind of why I find it like quite important to know whether Arabia has missions or not is because there is like a real option that I could also just like do the Sultan of Rum thing once the Ottomans are like killed.
Yeah.
Which I want to know which is like which makes more sense to do.
Where's my capital now? But
Thought it was in
it's
Brussels.
fucking Brussels. Are you kidding me? So I don't get my
I thought you specifically moved it to Brussels.
No. Again, you move capital when fucking get kicked out.
Yeah.
That's why fucking tweet shitter. Fucking Christ.
Oh, because it's in a different trade node.
Yeah, fucking champagne. Which I think you can know what kind of annoying that is.
No, yeah, for sure.
Scale wise.
Oh, I'm still giving you subsidies, so it's helping.
Oh fuck yeah, okay, those subsidies are the only thing that's keeping my economy even.
Yeah, like it's 10 years subsidies for 10 ducats a month, so it's like effectively like it's a drip feed of 1200 ducats, if you know what I mean. That's how you can think about it.
I thought I was I'm just balancing the books, but this is like that you predator remind me. It's like yeah.
I was thinking about revoking them, but I saw how badly that war affected you, and I was like, I'll just leave them on for now. Just let them slide. Besides, like I'm in like a I haven't gotten everything that I want, kind of, because I could still like I want to fucking lock down my trade. All these fucking Europeans stealing my trade. But that's just that Sistan can now be conquered. Baluchistan, Fars. What? Where is Sistan? There you are. The Portuguese, they tell us of triangle trade.
Portugal's.
Portugal's. Oh my god, I'm just losing all my treason against the Mamelukes. I'm just losing like all my fucking military professionalism. Evented, son. Oh, hello. No, that's perfect. Hold on. Do need to like get my armies in position. I really, really, really did not like use my diplomats effectively during this situation. Pretty much the nice thing is like literally three of my three of the people that I was planning on attacking have like an alliance with each other and only each other. So I could attack them and then have all of them as like primary targets of the war and just have like one big war and just have it done with, you know?
Oh, yeah,
Which is
that's
very
awesome.
nice. Unfortunately, though, I didn't like make a lot of claims because I've not really been using my diplomats effectively regarding that sort of shit. So that's a shame. Quote unquote lazy diplomats, ineffectual diplomats, however you wanna dress it up as. Yeah, fuck. Like apparently I could rival the Ming, but I haven't done that yet. Not really been managing my power projection too well. Sure, it'll come up in my performance review or something. Lubeck League disbanded. You must be real sad that they're gone.
Me?
Yeah,
No,
that was sarcasm.
really matter.
I guess they aren't exactly competitors to you at the moment.
No, it wouldn't be mine. Wouldn't be a bad team. I would trade back out of them, but yeah, I got fucking bigger fish to fry.
For sure. Faux show. I guess I have to. Sorry, Horma separatists. I'm gonna have to like take your shit because I need that fort that you have zone of controlled. I wish there was an option to demote advisors. Be like, I don't need this much power. Can you just turn down your effectiveness? I was like, nope, unfortunately not. Actually, we'll just accept. Let's play thanks. And all the money in the world, and war reputation. And now I've successfully black flagged these guys. Kind of. Not really. Oh, fuck. But I've trapped an army there because I'm bad at the game. Oh, my leader died. That was not something that I wanted to happen during a war, right before a battle. Oh man, good thing I have that colonist so I can get that livestock and wool. I think like there's literally no chance of me getting gold. Oh, there's like 4% chance of me getting gold in the area that I'm going towards.
Yeah, see, stop being so negative.
Yeah. I can see like way more of the world now. The world is just becoming a bigger place.
The world is not becoming a bigger place for me, but that's because I'm like getting conquered partially.
I'd imagine that put a damper on the whole world becoming a bigger place. God, dude, the fucking EU4 wiki. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's like really bad. Because like the stuff on Arabia is from patch 1.23. So I don't even know if these ideas are, or if they're like ideas are the same. I have no idea. So how goes it on the making friends front?
I'm gonna get Tuscany.
Nice.
Cologne. I got Saxony.
Please, it's pronounced colon.
Curtin.
Hey, I got guns. Pew pew.
Guns.
At least my unit's got the gun pictures now. Might not stop them from getting their asses kicked over there, but guess how much soldiers all of my subjects combined have?
12,000. What is it, Alliance?
It's 14,000. So you're very close with 12,000. No, it's a disappointing little amount.
It's hard to know sometimes,
I mean, if it was 50, I'd be like, oh my god, just all vassals all the time. But I think the main issue is I'm just taxing them to shit, which I guess is good, because I mean, it's not like their units are cheaper for them, if you know what I mean. So it's just a matter of I get to afford, I make 5 ducats from vassals, and I get to afford, that's like one army, like one proper army worth of units.
Oh, this is the worst.
Reunite the Netherlands.
It's not something I forget, but yeah.
Oh, my finances are worse now. I think I'm no longer getting war reputations from some people. Oh no, I think I'm just paying a lot more for reinforcements. Never mind. Did the Amir stop liking me or something? That might be a thing that happened. As fun as regional representation seems, right? I think the +5 states is just always better.
I actually have to do this 3 over again since I changed to Dutch Republic.
Oh yeah, right.
So I'm on tier 3.
Hey man, I'm on tier 4 or tier 5, sorry. So it's not too bad. And you get a different tree now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's different, but I don't think it's better.
Well, you get options to different things that I don't get access to.
One thing I don't get is like it's frequency of elections, and it's like, do you want maximum absolutism -10 or +10? But the terms are longer or shorter depending on more or less absolutism. So why the fuck would you want more absolutism or not more absolutism?
Well, like, are terms longer if you get less absolutism?
No, absolute.
Oh, then I've literally no idea why you would ever. That seems really dumb. Fucking Rugi, who I think is the one that makes the, he makes the bonuses, or he designs the bonuses.
I mean, it wouldn't really fit thematically if he got more absolutism for having shorter terms, but
No. But yeah, it's just kind of like, do you want something that's good, or do you want something that's just bad? Just arguably, because shorter terms or longer terms is kind of like, I think generally longer terms is better, and even then, shorter terms would not be, even if you somehow in a magic universe consider shorter terms a better benefit, then just losing 10 absolutism for it is just not fair, you know?
yeah, really isn't.
You should get more, the other one should, instead of giving you less absolutism, should give you like Republican tradition or something. Shorter terms, but you get more Republican tradition.
Yeah, actually, that's like I was like thinking like, could I actually make this fit better with? Yeah, you're right.
I'll just very neatly finish up my borders with them, with Karakunlu, and then I'll just take all of their money. And that's literally just, I don't really want more than that, really. Just give me your money. Give me your lunch money, nerd. Yeah, I don't really care about anything else. Seems cute. Hey, look at that border.
I would look at it if I could see it.
Well, I connected my empire very nicely and completed 2 states that were previously cut into halves.
Which one's like?
Like Iraq Arabi and Basra were previously half states. So that's that, and I can actually change my government rank. I can become an empire. I was wondering what was going to happen first, whether I was going to uh, become Arabia first, or just get enough development to become an empire.
Does Arabia change into an empire?
Yep, it does. Yep. And now the Timurids. Yeah, like people who have not played this game in a while will see the way I'm playing fucking the Mamelukes and are like, oh, this guy's so fucking bad. He still has Ethiopia on the map and like these small nations. Why didn't he kill these guys? You know?
Also, why are you conquering like local provinces randomly in like the Arabian coast, Nordic or?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure they know that about forming Arabia. Pretty sure they do.
Here's a running down my face.
Yep. I'll be you know how I became an empire? Well, in 18 months I'll become Arabia. So that was quite a close race right there. I'm getting a rebel uprising somewhere from separatists of some kind. They're those guys. They're pretty upset. They're just mad because they're Shia. Hey, custodianship of Mecca. God is good. Get free money.
Good art, good art.
No, you're right. Oh, I can actually do that. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I'll take that. I almost forgot that you can also vassalize people militarily as opposed to just diplomatically.
Oh yeah. It's easy to get.
So I've taken the Timurids as a vassal, which now means that they lost a lot of their cores already. That's a shame. I was hoping that I could, because up until like very recently, they still had like a lot of their cores. But now they just have some cores in Transoxania, which they won't lose for a very long time. Leave some cores in the job. Evangelical Union.
Phone never stops.
Yeah. All aboard the fun train. Choo choo. Wow, nobles are worried. We are neglecting our defenses. Loses stability. Womp womp womp. If only it like actually told me why that happens. Is it because I don't have enough forts game? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Are you holding me hostage, game?
Yeah, you're telling me I should build forts just cause game. Sorry, Merchant Guild, but I'd rather not piss off the Amirs. Nope, there's an aristocratic coup is coming. That's not good. This is the part where, boy, I wish I could fucking read. Yeah, cause like a fucking, I hate these fucking estate events where it's like, lol, you gotta piss somebody off, and then I was like, okay, well I need the Amirs to have loyalty, and I guess I just didn't read properly, and it's like, okay, well it turns out that's gonna raise their influence to 100. So I'm like, well, fuck it then. I guess I'll just have to I'll have to have this fucking civil war then, I suppose. There, yeah. What is the highest development they own that? Dumya. Station the troops on there. Oh, time to do the thing that you do in like CK2, which is just provoke when your army is like on top of them and be like, you gonna come quietly or not? Yeah, that is annoying because it's like, it's just kind of, it's just fully event driven, so it's like, oh, well, what could I have done to prevent this? And the answer is, just make sure to read your fucking events, and I'm like, oh well, that's a fucking shame. You get so many fucking events, it's really insane. Like, and this is like speed 2, this is not even like really fast. I'd fucking hate the thing. If it was on speed 3, I would have lost my shit a while ago. Because, fucking, I'm not gonna get all these, like, read all these fucking TLDR, like, events that are like, if you do this, the fucking thing will go up by X%, and thing will go up by X%, and thing will go up by X%. And I'm like, alright then, I guess. Alright.
Don't get colonies in fucking the monsoon area, because they're like, this province gets 20% taxes for the next year.
Oh, well, it turns out apparently they must have changed it so that estates need 100% influence to actually rebel. So turns out just simply revoking the most wealthy province that the estates had was enough to make the rebellion already end. So I guess it's really not a problem now anymore, so that's nice. Because I remember it being like, okay, I was fully prepared to be like, okay, well I'm just gonna have to like kick out all the fucking nobles in my capital. Just put them all to death, you know? So that's actually quite pleasing. I've got 8 possible diplomatic relations. Cyprus. Cyprus must be a really fucking boring country to play. And the Ottomans are currently fighting Cyprus and the Knights, I think. I could vassalize Cyprus and then pull myself in the war, which would be pretty funny. But it wouldn't really do me much good because it would mean that taking all this shit would be too expensive. And I think my truce with them is in 8 years.
Did they
Yeah.
remove the trade company region?
I don't know.
No, I found about that.
I feel like certain things just randomly become a body.
Maybe that's just how things spread.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I guess it's to prevent it from getting completely wiped out.
Because it starts out in and in Mizab.
Oh wow! If Ajam didn't have more than 100 development, they would absolutely be my vassal. They just accept it. Which is quite nice. I can form Arabia. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna put in a save here. I recommend you do the same thing in case forming Arabia somehow messes with me. Oh, it turns out you lose the Mamluk government, because it doesn't say anything about that here, so... boom! Okay, didn't change my ideas. Let's see if I got missions. Nope, my missions are the same. So I think it did exactly nothing.
Your government's the same.
My government is the same? Yeah, it is the same. Missions are the same. Everything's the same, except for I've got like permanent claims on Arabia. As you know, the name would I guess suggest, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very mild, doesn't really do much. It's not bad though. Oh god, fucking, I'm green! Oh no! Fuck, how many shades of green are in fucking EU4? I want answers, alright? They love their green, don't they? No, you actually have like a powerful entente, shall we say, at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not like trying to get good allies. I'm trying to just get allies.
Hmm.
Period.
Hey, I mean, fucking Bohemia is a good ally.
Yeah, the
Bohemia,
problem is like I
Castile.
couldn't get anyone in the HRE because guess what?
Yeah.
I annexed some HRE states. What a map. Look at fucking Himmler here, you know?
Yeah, pretty sure. Though, if I was playing the Emperor, I would be pretty fucking upset if like France allied like loads of dudes inside the HRE. You'd be like, what the fuck?
I really fucking hate that you don't get an automatic CB on the savages anymore.
Oh, damn. Do you need to be? Oh yeah, you need to have like a colonialism or whatever, or exploration ideas.
No, I have that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
I
it
thought
doesn't
that
give
was
you
one of
anymore.
those
You can
things.
fabricate claims, but
Oh.
you gotta do it manually.
No. I don't know why, but whenever I'm like at my desk, I just take little like tissue papers and just like rip them up into tiny, tiny pieces for some fucking reason.
Right?
I think it might be a sign of the brain damage. No, it's just something I do, and then I like look down and I'm like, oh, motherfuck! Some fucking assholes like turn the tissue into a tiny like into a bazillion little pellets of white. I wouldn't say it's the coolest story I ever told, but it's up there. telling me about the spice trade, are you, Polarn? Am I the largest producer of grain? Let's find out.
It's China. It's always
No.
China.
No, I'm the largest producer of grain. I produce 8.5% of the world's grain.
Oh yeah,
And I produce 51% of the world's incense, and also have the trading bonus on it. Fucking China, eat your heart out. Oh wait, you can't. You don't have enough grain.
at least I can fucking with this I can fabricate anywhere in the region. I don't have to order them. Fabricate plates.
Nice.
So at least there's one thing.
I don't really have any provinces that are like super good at production. Like my coastal province of like fucking Dumyat is 19 base tax and 14 manpower and like 4 production.
Okay.
So like I think my highest production province is like my capital with 10, and everything else is below 10 production. So there's not really a lot for the Merchants Guild to have. Those boyos are gonna have to go without their schmeckles for a while. Tragic, I know.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the institution got spawned, didn't it? Somewhere.
For what? Oh yeah, I'm not actually. I didn't actually check that.
The
It's in. Let's see. Oh, it's one in fucking Romania.
wow. What? Isn't it supposed to be in like the German region? Isn't literally that one of the stipulations of it?
No.
Apparently not. Oh, I got my first fucking Age of Reformation bonus. I almost fucking forgot that was a mechanic in this game. Uh, Religious wars, I suppose. That was the thing. I'm already working on a province to spawn printing press. Like, whilst really poorly, like, whilst, like, literally not microing the war that I'm supposed to be fighting, which is good. Always great.
Pretty much my favorite thing to do as well.
No, where I'm just like, let's look at this, like, let's do this relatively minor thing. And it's like, okay. Guess, guess I'll let them take back their capital, you know? It's only fair, it was theirs to begin with. Hey, stability. Sweet, sweet stability. What's the New World situation looking like?
It's a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-dog race.
Okay. How are you doing compared to the other dogs?
Not super great. I have one Caribbean nation. I'm working on the fucking eastern Chesapeake Bay because it's like goes directly into the English Channel, so I think I might as well focus there.
Yeah.
Because that's where I get the most returns.
Yeah.
However, it has been fucked up. It feels like nerfed, if you know what I mean, because of the changes that I mentioned to fabricating claims.
No.
But yeah, SCP.
The border gore. Unfortunately, the burgers are pissed, which is making developing a little bit more difficult. Actually, I can probably fix that. Merchant guilds. Just be happy. Don't be pissed off at me. Yes, yeah, Holmes. Hey, you're happy again. At least not super pissed. Yeah, because having them be pissed is actually quite bad if your large part of your income comes from trade, and also if you want to develop, because you know that 10 extra development cost is not great.
No.
Alright, printing press, baby. It's been spawned. My subsidies expired. Hello. Can I just recall you? I can. Hey, that's something. Genoese Pontic Step. That's something.
Oh, they actually expand. It's actually one of my I like to play as the Genoese because of you can just do that.
A lot of republics in Africa. Ottomans joined the Protestant League. An unlikely ally. Oh, the Ottomans have announced me as their rival. Actually, good point. I have not fucking messed with rivals for a long time. I can do the Ottomans again, which is nice. And I can do the Ming. So pretty much the people that rival me, I rival them back. And then let's see if I can just insult the Emperor. Send a very scornful insult.
Yeah, I think I have rivals that are rival back. I lost someone. Yeah, the Ottomans no longer rival me.
Yeah, I can see all of the old world almost. At the moment, I can't see like the literal like end of Africa. I can't see that. End of Africa.
South?
Yeah, the south of Africa. Can't fully see that. I'm colonizing it though, but I can't fully see it. Oh, my diplomatic relation capacity went down by 1. But it'll soon go back up. So, that ain't too bad. Oh, they became a republic, I think, then. That's a shame. I was gonna vassalize Crimea, but they became a republic.
What's fucking K2?
That's a shame. It's a damn shame. Well, look at the amount of Pokemon I have. I have very small Pokemon, but I have a bunch. Good harvest. Four years until Timurids.
Huh?
Yes? What is it?
Oh, it's the war offense.
Oh.
And then also the war of that
Great Britain and France are at war. Oh, it's the oh, you mean like it's the HRE war, League War. We fought together in the League Wars.
Now, if I am honest, it would be this cute fucking. But I'm not gonna join it.
Yeah.
Like, well, whatever. I don't want everyone else to call me in as well, so I'm check.
Begun the League Wars half. Alright, as far as Timurids, I A Jum. I don't even have a border with a Jum, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing over there, but...
Oh, Castilla's not empty. Well, this might prove opportunities. Just opportunity. Some language.
I'm sure. Fuck, how do I... Is there a way to, like, great power, you know, depose the Republic and install a monarch? Aw. Poor Crimea. Thanks. On the one hand, I kind of want the little Arabian nations to just keep staying there because they seem to be pretty happy just developing their provinces. On the other hand, I want to gobble them up and, you know, actually unify Arabia. So, but
Banana Plus, by the way?
yeah, of course.
Oh, the cop. Cop? Is that aggressive?
Ha.
They say it's, what? I became a great pirate. Okay. As my friend says, sure, sure.
Where's other Khorasan is? Can I declare war on them? I literally have no reason to. I wish I had 4 diplomats. But I do not.
Wish so too. Yeah, who's my friends? I can't accept choose twice at a thing. It's so annoying.
Oh, zealot. You know, the whole not being able to religiously convert an area because it isn't, it's like a territory, not a state, makes a painfully good amount of sense, you know? Like, the Syrian desert, it's a territory. The people worship, like, a fucking different version of, like, the same thing. Like, the people have, like, a heresy. Like, why should, I step in and care about that, if you know what I mean? Like, we just roughly administer that area.
I mean, I suppose it doesn't represent the conversion of Africa, but you can sort of do that anyways through other means. So
Yeah.
it's a big deal. Oh, by the way, if you have some spare transport you want to sell me, I'm taking.
I don't have any spare transports. Like transports are the thing that I actually have the least of, because I haven't really had to ferry troops over anywhere.
It's, wondering if I should build them myself or I should
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
you first.
yeah. You can always generally ask me first, because who knows. Whenever a good shout is right after I finish the war with somebody, because the chances are I will have built up a huge navy, killed their navy, and taken their navy, captured part of it. Then I would have been like, okay, who wants this? And who converted like Kilwa to Islam? Like I have no idea in history like how this whole area is like sunny, if you know what I mean, including Madagascar. But I think Madagascar because like a nation conquered in this game. But like how the hell is like Kilwa sunny? Like
Because they traded, basically.
oh okay. I was like, did some dude come up go over there to convert like they did with Indonesia or?
I don't think it's too far off, from what I understand. I think my ship already circumnavigated the world because it's like it was gonna return and
Yeah.
then decided like fuck it, let's just go over to like the Dutch holdings in Asia.
I got Pioneer policy, automatically discover adjacent. That's like the worst policy I've ever seen. I wouldn't even take it for free. I wouldn't even take it for free. And oh my god, can you see Madagascar? The Flaren. Look, they became a unified nation.
Sort of.
Yeah, they know they're fully unified and like it's new Madagascar, shall we say? Led by a sunny dude. Yeah, I could do a free admin policy, but why would I ever do it?
You can always change it, I
I guess
suppose.
the answer is why not, right? Because I'll just change it whenever, because it is free. It's free. But it is very bad, still. It's like, you know, a whole policy. And what does it do? Oh yeah, you just explore adjacent colonies. Okay.
Wouldn't be super bad for me, but yeah, I know I get your point.
Oh, I can invite a scholar again. Fucking separatists coming from different countries, trying to fuck my shit up. Oh, they fucked my boats up over there. Anyway. Alright, Yemen. They will not accept that. How about this then? Nope, not that. Oh, they are way too, Oh, those Madagascar guys are like fucking my enemies, actually. Huh, I didn't even realize. Uh, my ships are getting fucked over here, which is not ideal. God, but I can't get to Madagascar because they're a fucking island and they just sank all my ships. Wah. Oh well. I was under the impression that my navy was actually good. Guess not. Guess they just got their asses kicked. Oh, they have 5 heavy ships, that's why. Alright. Looks like they're bringing out the big guns over there. Fall of Kyoto. This time the peace offer was truly generous, only taking 3 of their provinces. Mombasa is a 33 development province.
Wow, what?
Mombasa is a 33 development province.
15 times, yeah. If that's what they want, you know.
Yeah. it's a super like it's a weird situation where like West Africa is like this like development. It's like developmentally super advanced, and it's like this fucking like incredibly prosperous area to go into, which you don't expect. But they also provide way more resistance than normal. Like they provide effectively the same resistance as you'd expect from like a Western nation, if you know what I mean.
Do you mean west or east? Because I'm actually don't even know if you meant east or west.
What did I say?
Which provide resistance, east or west Africa?
East Africa. I keep saying West Africa, don't I?
Yep.
Fuck.
And that Alzheimer's, you know?
Yeah. Shit. Oh, printing press is spreading. Dun 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 dun. This spring. Dun 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 dun. Force limits will be overridden. As I'm gonna go to war with the Ottomans in like a couple of months. Did you get attacked by doodads?
No, but as you mentioned, over force limit, I literally see that I am over my force limit because I lost the statists.
No.
Or I'm actually, I have the statists. Sorry. I mean, I lost the orangists.
Yeah. You gotta get that vitamin C, you know? It would cost me 1800 to embrace the printing press. Wonder who will win, the national identity of the Marahan people or my increase autonomy button.
By the way, I got America now.
Oh,
Do you want to know how it's spelled?
oh,
New America.
oh shit. AM Oh, what fuck? Amerk? No, Amerika?
What?
Is that how it's spelled?
What do you mean? Oh, do you actually see it, or
No, I don't see it. I'm just thinking of how do you spell America in Dutch. I have no idea what it's called. What is it called?
do I try saying that 3 times fast?
Hold on. What?
Pronounce it Dutch.
That's not real. Nieuwijn Amirai. No, you that's pronounced new. Nieuwijn Amirai Gahen. That's literally how it's phonetically pronounced.
But isn't it like an I and then it's like
No, that's new. New is that's how you write new, as in new.
really?
Yeah, and for some reason you have like new in, which is like there's no language has it like that, or no Dutch has it that has like an e after like a I or whatever.
Actually, I googled it and I see several examples of it.
Really, with
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I've not.
And maybe it's like Afrikaner or like Dutch or something.
Maybe
Oh,
because
oh, sorry. I like literally the dates are showing up. 1793, 1823, 1759. So yeah, it's kind of like
so it's a little bit old, so that's why it doesn't really I haven't really seen it being written like that in a long ass time. Well, in a long ass time, I have never seen I and then E right after it. But it's yeah, Nieuwijn Amirai Gaden.
it's basically how I fucking think Dutch people say spell it. I haven't. They like fucking. It's like you okay, sir? It's like no, nobody else speaks Dutch.
But why is it new? Why is it new America? What does that doesn't mean anything?
Because it's like funny. Because like Dutch always claim they invented shit. Really, they don't.
Like what have the Dutch invented then?
Well, I mean,
Well, apparently you've developed a veneering right now. That's a no. That's a message. That's a message that I got from you guys. You've developed veneering, so that's what they invented. Turns out. Well, it triggered for me. I imagine you don't get it, right? Because you just have like tropical wood or something, and that like allows you to get it.
I should get it. I should see it. But I mean, like,
Oh, okay.
it's a lot. I don't see it. Just
All right, Kermia, you've made your bed. With who you want to look at. Fucking Christ! Just look at like the look at the Ottomans in the diplomatic relations thing, and oh my God, my privateers! No, you idiots! Oh shit! Well, there goes 20 light ships, I guess. Goodbye.
Bye.
Turns out, uh, turns out pirates are fucking stupid as well. Because how the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. How they're like, fucking, we knew it was you all along, privateer scumbags, but now we have like the reason to actually attack them. I guess I don't fully understand how that works, but all right. Anyway, well, war with the Ottomans, and the Ottomans are at war with everybody.
Yeah.
I know the Dutch have done some shit in chemistry. I don't really know what else they've invented besides the microscope. Was like
A
one thing.
stupid language.
A stupid language. Well, I think we inherited that from our forefathers. I don't think we so much invented that.
You was macht in the Fähre. That's like life is fucking too easy.
It was the perfect anti-spy mechanism because no one would be able to learn that language, um, you know, without like severely crippling themselves. You have to have a certain level of brain damage only present in Dutch people.
Oh, save it here. Oops. Looks like you're dead.
What happened? Oh, Utrecht.
I'm
You're attacking poor
more
Utrecht.
like Utrecht.
Utrecht.
My guy gets glory seeker. Well, good thing the French, really went ham.
And embrace the printing press. I was really like spooked because I didn't have any rebels in my country, or like it didn't have any like didn't look like there was any rebels anywhere, and I was like, there's no way this is correct, but it turns out it is. So
Yeah, Japanese.
happy days. Nice thing about galleys is they're like probably the only ship that you can build that'll still be useful in the war that it was built in.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. EU4, or sorry, OI4, or OI3 even, there's like a concept of like the militia, and you like sort of like spam units, and they're like really shit, but they sort of overwhelm the enemy because
Uh,
they are limited resources.
do you overwhelm the enemy though? I find a lot of times what just happens is you just let get all your units killed, and they don't really lose a lot of it. Sorry, what?
If you like play it right and don't attack, you can't do this in 1945, let's put it like that. But
I guess what do you equip them with, like that could
you
possibly
just small arms rush them, right?
just give them small arms and that's it.
Yeah, and that's so much more to the enemy that they can't really defend at all angles because they don't have enough man combat with effectively. And I feel like Galaxy is sort of like the same thing. And also you have the same thing with navies, but it was only like with trains. Fucking get corrected this point for, but you build cruisers.
Yeah.
You sort of spam them with cruisers.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, the I don't know, in Hawaii 3 maybe, but in Hawaii 4 I don't think you I think the cuz it used to be alright, right? You used to be able to like just have like one artillery and just small arms and then just spam just those units. That's what I did in that China multiplayer game, remember? And it was incredibly effective. I had like 500 divisions where even the other great powers only had like 100 divisions, if you know what I mean. And it just meant that I could keep like 150 divisions defending the border, which I think the Indian guy thought was my whole army, and have 350 fighting the Germans, and just eventually the Germans ran out of equipment. But I feel like that strategy only works with China or India. Like I think it's because otherwise your manpower isn't as disposable enough. Like as Russia maybe, but as Russia it feels like you're just better off actually trying to build divisions that are not shit. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, let's say you're Poland or some country.
But they nerfed that strategy as well though.
Yeah, obviously they have this thinking as conceptual behind not
Yeah,
necessarily what's
maybe.
better.
Maybe like it might be interesting if you have like bikes, because bikes are almost as cheap as infantry, and just have them do that, because that way you'll actually have like a speed advantage over your opponent's more combat-worthy divisions, which will mean that if you do manage to push in some angles, you can overrun more easily. Fucking, it's just the idea of like an actual proper infantry division equipped with like heavy artillery and all that sort of shit. They just like they're trying to retreat and just they hear like the noise of like a bicycle ringing in the distance. Like, oh no. Oh god. The Pope has called for a crusade against the Ottomans. Oh, you're funny, Pope. I guess I'll deal with the Ottoman particularists for them. Yeah, the Ottomans are just they have I think it's fair to say that they have had their they've had better days.
Nederlander of Verenigde, whatever you want to say.
Verenigd, which means united.
Fucking the Ottomans are fighting
Everybody.
the Austrians in here.
Yeah, they are. This is the most unfair fight since World War One.
Well, I mean, no, not necessarily. Like, because you have Bohemia and Austria on one side, who are like the big dogs, effectively. I can't really tell who's winning. I guess Austria is winning. Actually.
No, if you look at the like the Ottomans are absolutely getting just completely fucking destroyed. So they just consider them out of the picture, if you know what I mean. So just take away the Ottomans, and then it's Ryazan and like Scandinavia and like central Germany against Hungary, Bohemia, Nepal, Milan, all that shit. So
So it's yeah. So Austria's winning then.
yes, they are. Yeah, because if maybe if I left the Ottomans alone completely, which I wasn't gonna do, then yes, but no. So
Stop inflating your own impact your count. Basically.
I don't think I'm inflating it. I think
We're fucked. Let's face it.
they would have had a chance, shall we say, the Ottoman side, which I think is the Protestant League, would have had a chance if I left the Ottomans alone, but not if I like completely destroy them, because like just like even like a one stack of like 20,000 Ottoman troops is really scary just because of all the bonuses they have. But their longevity is non-existent because of the occupation and such. You'll be admired throughout the nation, and now I have 120 discipline because of an event. All this discipline and no enemies to fight.
If you want the enemies to fight, I can get you.
Oh yeah, France, right?
If you want to come over and fight them with me.
Well, they have a higher military tech than I do, at least for now.
Oh, I have Turkey too, so.
I think wait until when France next gets into a big brawl, I think then it might be worth attacking them.
Let's see, France is a lot of manpower.
Because if they're super healthy, then just having like 10 extra discipline isn't gonna like win that war, you know?
I did join the fucking coalition, the HRE war, which is gonna be my timing attack. Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
I think both of you decided to stay out of it together, which
Yeah, that's a shame.
yeah. God, I'm fucking jelly of your like ideas though. I think your ideas are I think they're one of the best ideas in the game, I want to say. Because inflation reduction is really good, it's really rare as well, like the Whistlebank thing. Naval force limit is really good. There's just no bad ideas in the Dutch idea groups. I guess tolerance of heretics is I think the worst thing that you have, if you know what I mean.
I mean, it's not the best. I don't think it's the best idea.
It's definitely in the top tier. If you were gonna rate it by tiers, it would definitely be an A tier alongside the Ottomans and the Russians for their idea groups.
I think honestly because it doesn't have any military ideas.
It does. It has a leader fire +1, and it has a siege and such, doesn't it? Yeah, it has siege ability and leader fire plus. Oh no, that's naval leader fire. Never mind. My bad. Land fire.
It has land fire +10, but it's okay. But it's not really like it's not really any. It's okay, but it's not gonna make up for the other idea groups.
Well, I think it just is different from the other idea groups because this is such an incredibly dominant like naval idea group, but it just isn't a very dominant like ground idea group. But it isn't terrible ground either. Because I mean, would you rather have Dutch ideas or Polish ideas, for example? Because Polish ideas are an example of an idea group that's very military focused, but not like on the same level as the Ottomans, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what it's.
Lots of cavalry combat ability, and I think they get discipline at some point, but I'm not sure. I would check, but they're dead, so.
They have 50% morale in armies, 55% discipline, and cavalry combat ability, which is actually not that because cavalry become really
Yep.
not that good later on. But,
Yep. Early game is good.
you know, it's kind of like
It has a drop off, but the way you can kind of see it is that like because 10% fire damage, right? Like you can see that as like 2.5% discipline, right? That's one way you can look at it, and it gets better the later in the game it gets, right? That's how you can see the fire damage. So it isn't like it's not like you need 5 discipline in order to be competitive militarily. Then you have like Prussian idea groups, which would beg to differ, where it's just like la 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 la. I remember when you were playing, when I was playing the HRE and you were playing Germany, you could literally recruit in a day. So you could literally just be like, click, and then your whole army is back up to to, to the fucking thing, and I'm like, oh, what? Okay. I have to decide this area will be mine. The fucking Hungarians are like taking even though they don't have a claim on it, taking Constantinople is of vital importance to us, and I'm like, fuck off, dudes, fuck off. Well, if taking Constantinople is gonna break my alliance with them, then so be it, because it's mine to take. It's all mine. 100% aggressive expansion, which will still only get the Ottomans in the thing with me. That's pretty good. Actually, yep, no, that's fine. Peace in our time. Alright, I've beach toweled the Ottomans.
I discovered Japan.
Nice.
Your people have started wearing cat ears.
Oh no. Oh, you're Dutch. You should do trade with them. Historically accurate. There you go.
I think those events are because something.
They definitely are there in Victoria, too. So they might not be in this game, but I'm not sure. we're slowly approaching that point where wars are going to become absolutely ridiculous for how much land you can take in them.
What tank is that?
No, we're slowly. It happens near the 1600s is when that tech is there. I'm just saying that we're slowly coasting towards that point.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
I think imperialism is 1650, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, just wait.
No, they don't have Liberty Desire, do they? Yeah, Dol Qadir now has Liberty Desire, which is not too surprising in all honesty. I wonder if I could get like a dip rep dude. But, c'est la vie. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Transoxanias. What is a Transoxania to a god? And by that I mean to an Arabia. Do you need ships? Because I can sell a couple if you want them.
What type?
Heavy ships or galleys?
Well, I think Hammocks already, like...
Carracks, yeah, they're the latest thing I could build. Alright. Oh, just selling them over. Yeah, I've got 40 light ships in the Gulf of Aden, which is not, which is okay, but it means that my Mediterranean navy is not super up to snuff. And I've literally built as many shipyards in like the places that don't have like a billion autonomy, so. I'll actually like go to the autonomy map mode and just build courthouses in that case. it won't let me do that. Okay. I'll just build courthouses in places that I know have our autonomy. Oh, yeah, you can literally just build multiple courthouses. I guess they must have like additive effects then, because otherwise they would. Oh no, yeah, it's okay. Never mind. Yeah. What? Okay, so you could literally have a state not cost any money then?
Sure, but what's up?
Okay, then literally if I just can get 3 courthouses, I could get into a situation where a state costs no maintenance? I don't know. Which, like, the reason why I say that so weirdly is because that would mean that I could use the powers, the things that you almost never use, where, you can be like, oh, protect trade or whatever. You know what I mean?
Not quite.
A state has like you can do like an edict on a state or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't use that.
I do use that, but I don't really use that a lot, shall we say. I only use it when I'm developing, and I use it when I'm like on areas that need it for like trade or whatever. Because the other ones, like the most useful one, the one that is like the unrest reduction, um, isn't really like is not available anymore,
Okay. Yeah.
and I don't need the missionary ones.
Oh, you have to have a edict on for at least 12 months. I thought it was 10 years.
10 years, creep. But yeah, I guess like if I get even more reduction on state maintenance, I should just have the trade power edict everywhere, really.
Yeah, everywhere it makes sense.
Trade.
That's the way I like to think about it.
666 ducats to grant aid. Sure. Oop, ships are taking high attrition. Oh, it's those heavy ships that I need to sell that I'm gonna give to you. I completely forgot about that. This is why I never should play like an RTS that it has like very much micro in it, because I will just forget everything.
Yeah. But hey, I think now I actually have the most heavy ships out of my rivals. I'm on par with Great Britain, but I have more light ships, so I'll win by default if I mean.
Oh, yeah. Well, they have wooden wall doctrine or whatever the hell,
Yeah, that too.
which is they fight better on like when on their coastline or whatever. I'm at war with the Persia region, which has no semblance of like Persian unity or whatever the hell. It's all a mix of tribes. Like it's all just nomads really that are there. There's no the empire, like the legacy of the empire that once was is no longer is not there. It's just all still tribes, which is the interesting thing because now that they made the Timurids like um, segmented like this, they don't really explode into Persia that much, if at all. So the kind of side effect is that it tends to stay hordes for a long time.
Yeah, which is I'm not sure if that's a good thing really, because Persia is sort of like the number one, yeah, the Protestant Empire. It's like fucking stupidity of those things.
Oh well. Theodoro, likely having financial and diplomatic problems, and his last resort has agreed to sell one of its provinces. Theodoro has sold the province of Kefe to the Ottomans because they were out of finance, like they had no more finances. Alright then.
They do that sometimes.
Strange.
And that usually when that title card is correct, if you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, without Persia, there really is nothing to kind of stop me from just going east, if you know what I mean. Because the disunified hordes really don't represent a threat in the mid game.
No, they don't.
And God, the Emperor of the like, as much as I like the Mamluk government, I think the Persian government is like the best in the game. I think, well, actually, maybe the Russians might be just because of their like. No, I think it's still the like the Persians. The Russian state thing is fucking insane. Because what the Persians get to do is they just get to claim on everything that's adjacent to you, and they get to do that really often. So you just get, it's like a minus it's like a minus 10% admin cost, and also never getting any diplomacy cost or aggressive expansion cost for adjacent provinces. It's really good. It allows for incredibly rapid expansion, and you don't even have to use diplomats for it.
Yeah, I saw you when we played. It was definitely noticeable that
Yeah.
you were just held back by everything else other than
Yeah.
that.
The Mamluk government is also pretty good. The Mamluk government gives me occasionally a massive injection of funds because of the selling of Egyptian slaves, and it has the culture mechanics. So like I kind of want like, if I'm not gonna culture switch to Turkish, I want like the majority of my country to be Egyptian, which it currently really isn't. And you know the power cost for 1 year, which is kind of like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. And more manpower. Like you can notice that I have 95,000 manpower. That's not because that's my limit. That's because I was at my limit and then got the ability to do that. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Although it does mean that your manpower doesn't actually grow.
Well, it was already max. So.
Yeah, but like you don't get to.
Yeah, but it's the way I see it is that I better just use it whenever I can, because if the ruler dies, you can't use it, and like it'll most likely come back off of cooldown, you know,
Yeah.
before that's an issue. Be careful, man. I'm fighting Afghanistan now.
Yeah, the graveyard of empires.
Yep. And by fighting, I mean they're technically at war with me. Not actually too into actually going over there and killing them. I like Mongquang. Look at them. Look at that name, Mongquang.
I don't see him.
Oh, Kawang, Mong Kawang, actually. They are next to Ming. Korea always tends to grow like that, don't they?
Yeah, it's because like the hordes in the north is like sort of
Yeah.
easy, but you know I always prefer to play Total Korea, but you know
Yeah.
fucking the AI doesn't think that.
Well, I mean, that's even if you annex the north, even though it makes your country look incredibly ugly, it's still technically Tall Korea, I guess.
Anything is Total Korea if you're brave enough, etc.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't fucking please.
Oh, Yarkand, right. Hey, there was a whole part of this war that I completely forgot, which was the Arabia War. This is also why I like having vassals, because I'm a fucking massive, like, klutz when it comes to actually waging wars. But my vassals just kind of, like, make sure that I don't just, like, look at Arabia and it's just all occupied by like, an enemy one stack, you know?
Yeah. That's basically me sometimes. And I'm especially vulnerable being a fucking colonial empire and put it like that.
Yeah. I got Takaba Hamoud, who is probably one of the best generals in the world. 4 fire, 5 shock. 2 maneuver, 2 siege.
No, it's a Korean one. It's an admiral. It's 666.
Hail Satan.
Wait, what's Arabia, right?
Yep.
452?
Yeah.
2? And not even close, dude.
No, but he's one. I said one of the best, not the best.
Well, sorry, but it's not the best.
No,
The
of course
best
not.
is Jared's 6542. 17 tips.
The best Arabia could get.
Actually, one of my explorers is up there, apparently.
The best we could find on short notice. Ding, colony is finished. Oh, and it didn't become the right culture when huh, what? So this colony that I colonized ended up not being of my culture.
So they within a trade company region, so then it doesn't do that there.
Oh, maybe, probably. Oh, whatever. That makes my choice of expansion ideas even worse.
You can always refund it, you know.
It's true, but it's better to just I mean, it does have some nice things, but it is definitely not good. But I'm not gonna refund it because I can expand wider still at the moment. I have not reached maximum tall yet, but I will at some point. I think once I integrate Anatolia and conquer Arabia, I might be able to get like half of Persia, and I think that'd be me in terms of states and territories. So I'll be a large Arabian empire, but I won't be like, globe spanning. I have the graveyard of empires, Polar, and I managed to successfully best them.
I'm about to best the graveyard of shipyards, which is forgetting about them.
Yes, for sure. The graveyard of shipyards, also known as my own fucking ineptitude. God, who is this fucking punk ass AI that will uh he's like, oh sweet, I can get to innovativeness by paying like $1 billion, and he fucking does it every time. Like, I don't know, like this is some fucking dumb AI that's doing this. God, this is like the worst control of military. Like, I'm just so complacent in controlling these guys. Oh, their capital in the fucking that place too. Okay, break time's over. We actually got to fight because these bastards are just gonna like siege our shit and make me unhappy. So where is the decision to create like a trade company?
It's not a decision.
Oh, or like the well, where is the option to create a trade company then?
It's on the province itself.
Oh, not on the trade node?
No.
Okay.
I think you can on the trade node too.
Fuck, apparently I can't see the Cape of Good Hope even though I'm fucking in it. You need to stop sieging my shit. Stop sieging my shit. Or unless you have your capital on an island, you stupid bitch. Oh my god, they fucking they're the capital, Hormuz, is like 35 development.
Yeah.
They went nuts with that.
I think they're like, well, if we're fucking surrounded, might as well make the best out of it.
Yeah. That moment when you hire an advisor and he instantly fucking bites the bucket. Like, bites the bucket? Bites the... What? Kicks the bucket. There you go. Ducks the nugget. Yarkland, can you fuck off? I'm not gonna fight you and you're not gonna fight me, so can you just, like, leave?
So I'm gonna pick up a military idea group because if I don't, I'll just get fucking raffled later on.
For sure, you have to at some point.
Quality.
Quality's good. Though I think they changed the weapons standards policy or whatever. I think I don't know if they removed it, but I don't think. I think it used to be economic and quality. You could get like the improved weapon standards, which was like 10% discipline or something like that.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. There you go. You have been conquested. Every you, I'm such a nice just like a just man. I'm like, okay, return cores to my vassals, obviously, because you know they they are just and they should benefit from being under my rule. For I am a benign god, I guess. Um,
But went for plutocratic ideas. That would be like kind of like, I need to go a military ID group, mom. You understand? Or like, you have to pick a military ID group. Or honestly, I don't want to. It's like, okay, go plutocratic. Because it has
the
like
the half committal of military ideas.
has 10% morale of armies, mercenary discipline, available mercenaries, manpower recovery speed, and the rest is like nothing related to military at all, except money, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm such a fucking whore for money because I desperately need it at the start of the game, but right now I'm like, yeah, I need to like just actually take land in these wars as opposed to what I've been doing. There you go. How thingied. Well, I just returned some cores and took some of that Arabian land. Mainly so they wouldn't have to spend so much time fighting in Arabia.
That's a good thing.
Right. Yeah. Fuck man, annexing Dulkadir will cost me a solid 1600 diplomancy points, and that is considering that I have the 25% cost reduction. You know.
Or maybe I should just go innovative, just so I can pick up quality next. Or I should go with quality first.
I mean, you're gonna regret. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You're gonna regret not having a military idea when you're at war, and you're just gonna feel bad about it. And then when you're not at war, you're gonna feel like bad for not taking. So pretty much what I'm telling you is that you're fucked either way, unless you can somehow hack and get both at the same time. But I think the military idea one is because I think a lot of your woes come from not being stronger than your neighbors, if you know what I mean. I will also use the opportunity to take up this. This is a sure. And I'm back.
Okay. Oh, you were gone as well?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I thought you,
Yeah, I typed BRB, so I was like, he'll understand.
oh, I came back and then I forgot to hear you say you're back, so.
It's alright. I didn't. It's like speed 2 isn't like the insane speed where the fucking second you're not paying attention, you have like a million events or whatever. You're right. I should do. Oh, I have like permanent claims on Korea now? No, I don't. Just to say, like, that's just the CB that I have on them. Um,
Remember when Chinese, Korean, and Japanese was the same culture group?
oh yeah,
Rich farm workers.
yeah, just hashtag Asian. I mean, I mean, I guess, right? To a certain degree, I can kind of see that. Though, like China is all like the same culture group, right? Which makes it like a little bit weird because, sure, right? Like China, like you can kind of say like they're all like Chinese culture, but by that same extension, you could say, well, this is all Central European culture, you know?
But yeah,
So that's kind of like the where that whole thing kind of falls down. And oh my god, I need to like make ideas. Oh fuck, I've not been thinking about this. I feel like religious doesn't really do much for me. I think administrative are like is like are. I think administrative are great. I think administrative might be the best ones for me.
if not, second place goes to grammar school.
Yeah. But the policies that I have are fucking dog shit, unfortunately, which is really bad. Having dog shit policies is really bad. Who would have guessed, right, Blarn?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, you could probably get some guy to interview and he'd be like, yeah, it's dog shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm literally I'm ahead of myself sometimes.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
But I'm just gonna let it back myself.
Yeah, I think actually administrative is fucking not great. Maybe just economics so that it can just roll in like infinite money.
Establish the first printing press of money.
Yeah.
Come on, France, just fucking declare war on. Oh, actually, you can't do war. Can you declare war on France? Aragon, that's a good target. Oh, never mind. Actually, I like fucking Great Britain. Public hosting experience.
God, kind of the problem with religious ideas is that oh my god, it's there's never an idea group good enough. Like the problem with religious ideas are very good. Problem with religious ideas is that I don't really see myself expanding into like hostile religious territory except for maybe like Coptic. I don't need religious ideas to convert Shia, you know?
Yeah.
And so that for that purpose it's very bad. And then you have culture conversion, which I might use culture conversion to become like the Sultanate of Rum, but again, not as much that to the point where I'd spend like a billion admin to get all the way till the end so that I can get that culture conversion bonus. And then humanist. Let's see how I can roast you. You're just overall decent, but fuck. I think I might have to just go for economic and just roll in money. It might have to be what I do.
It is like dollar bills to face wipes tears.
Hey man, it is pretty sad. Aristocracy is also pretty legit. Oh my god, why are all these ideas so good? I mean, trade will give me that, and economic will give me more ways to fucking just squeeze money out of vassals.
Oh my.
I could get horse artillery, but it's kind of like never seen a horse shoot artillery accurately before, so. I'm paralyzed by choice. I'm paralyzed by choice. But I am like really administrative and economic ideas are like the thing that I'm kind of like, because the having 5 additional states is really good, and core creation cost is really good, and admin tech is okay, and the rest is all kind of trash in there. I mean mercenaries, I don't fucking get mercenaries, so.
What other thing?
Economic.
Like, do you have economic now, or are you
No,
considering it?
no, I'm considering either administrative or economic. Both of them provide me with pretty bad policies, but them's the breaks.
I would probably just go for economic and just drown the enemy and mercs. It's like the thing is,
Well, I don't. I never have run out of manpower.
I mean, well, why aren't you just swallowing the earth then? I would go for admin in that case. That allows you to have more states and more expansion capacity.
I suppose you're right. Yeah. I'm going for the administrative, which allows me to do the vassal taxation policy, which allows me to tax vassals for 120% of their admin tax. Oh, you make this much in admin tax? Okay, well, we're gonna have to take our cut off the top of that, and because you make so much in admin tax that we've all collected already, we're just gonna have to take some more of your money. It's just mad extortion. And the reason I'm not like swallowing the earth whole is because like there's no real like attacking random African places is not exactly like what my goal is. I'm really just kind of waiting until they can attack the Ottomans again, because that's like the source of the spicy quality stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not swallowing up Arabia because there's no like literally zero pressure to. And there's zero pressure to because the I just have permanent claims on it, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Oh my god, I got an excellent ruler.
Perfect.
Okay.
Trial?
Yes? Unfortunately, Mahara, my little subject, is kind of redundant now, like my little Arabian subject that I had there. So that's a thing. I should use this guy to fight. Panic with a doll. This doesn't really mean much to me. Unfortunately, I can't really steer trade up from Africa, so that kind of like it only goes like fucking one way, which is a little bit lame. But them's the breaks, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. They have actually 4 tech, so that's something. Cassia has a civil war, that's something that's going on.
So what then was Civil Wars?
I've been letting my troops take like 1 billion attrition, because why not? God, I have such terrible fucking memory in this game. Holy shit, it's really sad.
Wow, don't be.
I'll be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna build up my navy, and then it's like, okay, what was I doing? Okay, I was doing this. I was trying to attack this country. All right, what was I doing? And it's
It's like, oh, I want to attack this country. Okay, can I just by having 15k troops away from Europe? Okay, well, edition. There goes all that idea.
yeah. I don't know, I think they might have gotten rid of the whole fleets auto merge if they're in the same trade node, because I've noticed that that doesn't really happen too much.
I think they like chase each other and they just give up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we now get half their monthly tax income. That picture of the dude like laughing half. Oh, if only. Oh, I guess I'm gonna fight some Indians for some territory. I have an excellent general. Here's hoping he doesn't just like kick the bucket immediately. And I have my troops in position. I have like 1 million manpower. I have nothing better to do. And these are all factors that are important. Build a great palace, sure. I also am half-heartedly colonizing Africa, or at least South Africa. But yeah, now that they don't like just culture and religion convert, I like kind of fail to see the point of colonizing Africa. In all honesty.
Yeah, that's not really any point if you can't get the trade right. So
Yeah. It's not even gold over there. Oh, I might just sell those provinces to like Mutapa or something. Maybe they want them.
you can sell them to me.
Do you want them?
I'm literally a magic spy.
Okay. Well, I'll wait until they're developed and then I'll sell them to you. How about that? Or until they're like finished. Because I'm pretty sure I can't sell an unfinished one. And I get like adjacency bonus for having a place that's already colonized. If you know what I mean, settler growth. So I'll just give you like it'll be like a caterpillar, if you know what I mean. Where I just oh no, I don't get a growth bonus from having one adjacent. Just same continent bonus. Yep.
No, you don't get a penalty.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say. Right. So I'll just like caterpillar, and then you can have those colonies. Cause fuck me. Like, what am I gonna do with them? Nothing. That's what. I should have just let the Delhi guys attack on that mountain. Them Delians. Oh, give me a second. Yep, no, I definitely wanted that. Looks like they're gonna attack that guy. Actually, just. Oh, fuck. Excellent micro, Kyle. You got it. 10 out of 10. And now they just keep fucking. I'm getting out mind gamed here by the fucking AI. Turns out Ajam was also in this war, but my fucking swarm of bees is dealing with them. Do you see all the Pokemons I have, Pilarn?
Don't.
Well, if you just click on my shield or whatever, you can see all the little tiny shields that I've collected.
Are they all in Arabia or like?
No, one is in Arabia. The rest are all in the Persia area. All except for the Timurids are diplomatic. It's quite literally free money. Yeah, I don't know where like the no idea where the enemy is sending their troops. Lord knows. Oops. Of of course they're gonna go. The fucking people of Ajam go to Turkey to siege. They don't go to my capital. Nope, they go to Turkey. All right then. Whatever. Just I'm just upset by like the way they move. It's upsetting. I mean, right now I could like, cause I'm just quite wealthy, I could like afford forts, but instead I'm kind of blowing my money on a very expensive advisor and poorly optimizing trade. You know, I want that one extra admin point a month for the 10 ducats that it cost me, that one extra point. And that's with a 25% discount as well. Look here, Delhi, I'm just gonna seize your capital. How about that? And then you're gonna just give up. Okay? Does that sound like a plan? Just to be sure. I mean, next trade, the next couple of ideas are gonna be either trade or economic, just because I need like just more money would just make my position like even more dominant, if you know what I mean. Because the power of fucking schmeckles cannot be underestimated. And my god, Delhi, I've already like waltzed over to your capital, and can you just like give up? Will you just white peace? You will. How about you pay me some money though? You will. You won't pay me $1,000 though. Cheapskate. Guess we're doing this a little bit longer then. Oh my god, Bengal has fucking... What are the fucking claim? Oh my god, Bengal has like weird permanent claims on like Delhi. That is a heck of a border gore right there. Okay. Yeah, just give me 710 bucks, why not? Shit, I have no diplomat to send. Anjam has managed to stay quite alive during all this, which is very disappointing. I thought I sicked my little pets onto them, but I guess my pets weren't strong enough.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they've conquered all that shit. Or well, just waltzed in, really. Guess this is why forts, I suppose. Fuck unsieging the shit from Sind. I literally have no armies in position to deal with them. Oh well, fuck it, I don't want to like... I'll get some forts in there. Bastards, they got off lightly because of me not having a fort there, so I think I'll just build a fort there.
Oh my, fuck.
What?
The fucking, I buy that auto transport, I'm a fucking idiot.
Did they die?
Like, why attrition? I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like, oh, my main battle fleet has decided, like, it wants to fucking go to Australia or whatever. Fuck.
It's definitely happened to me before. I'm just gonna build like a fort line, because I'm a little bit sick of them just waltzing in through there. guy.
Oh man, I'm getting all this money from trade, and I'm not spending it on their stupid trade company buildings. It's
Yeah,
great.
no. Neither am I. Fuck that shit. Yemen, which would invite like a fight on to Arabia, which is not ideal. Hey, Cherengov's got a golden era.
What are you doing, man?
Do you want those two trade provinces off of me? Yeah,
Yeah.
you think? Alright.
Start pulling trade away from sunset.
Because I've decided that I just like couldn't give enough of a shit about this area, if you know what I mean.
Steep, man. Steep.
Steep. I will send you another merchant, but it takes me a while. Anyway, I'm gonna evacuate those fucking Muslim musketeers out there. The MMs, as I call them. M&Ms. After Arabia's brief foray into colonizing, they discovered that because trade notes only flow in like one direction, it is
Because of Eurocentrism.
yeah, it is absolutely not worth me doing this. So we're just gonna pull out. You know, we're gonna get as much money for these provinces as we can, which is 18 bucks, and we're just gonna go home. I'm gonna use my colonist for something useful, like, or my colonist, yeah, he is a colonist. Yeah, my colonist for something useful, which is just developing provinces, I guess. Stay there forever. you can invest in like more shit, and I'm like, oh god, no. Just fine, fuck it. Just leave me alone for a little bit. Okay, fine. Navy, just go and crush them.
Oh my god, man is actually a thing.
What? Nan?
Man, the Isle of Man.
Man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
They're independent.
Oh my god.
We can vassalize them even.
The Isles, which apparently they are a nation, the Isles. Oh, yeah, you got trading in slaves. Which doesn't matter at all because I don't get tariffs because I don't have colonies. I've not even seen the New World yet.
It's not that exciting yet.
Oh, I see you're in Indonesia. I have like
Yeah, just a trade.
just the tip. Oh, and I think it's oh my god, how did my navy lose? That's what I want to know. But apparently anyway, you mind if we just put a pin in this for now?
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna have to eat. Oh, I think we played a solid like